Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I'm about to tell y'all how I managed to go to Jamaica every single month.
XOXO, my love is very special. If you want it, you can have it. But don't take me for granted. So much.
Or just about every single month. Within the last 15 months, I've been to Jamaica a number of 10 times. 10 times in the last 15 months. I did skip a couple months by choice, but I still had the chance to go if I wanted to. But yeah, 10 times in 15 months is a lot of times. And just to clear the air, I'm not a part of any travel clubs, pyramid schemes, the you should be here thing. I ain't never been a part of that. This is just independent traveling, like an ordinary person. First things first, and the most important, is job flexibility. If you don't have job flexibility, trust me, you are going nowhere. Or at least not as often, because sometimes your job be your biggest hater and they barely want to approve PTO as it is. So for you to try to request PTO every single month is not happening. I used to work 40 hours a week, of Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 at a doctor's office. And the weekend went by like this. It was so hard to take trips. Like I have to wait till like a long weekend. Like if I had a Monday off, then I'll leave on a Friday. But that wasn't all the time. And I felt like my life was revolving around work. So I did change my schedule up and I started doing some agency jobs where I could make my own schedule. And just recently I got a different job working Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. And then that leaves me with the rest of the week off. There are longer hours. I do work 2 jobs within the same day. So I'm working about 52 hours a week within 3 days. But it is so blissful having 4 days off. Yes, I be tired, but I don't be tired on my way to the airport. So let's just say that. So second on the list is finding affordable flights. And I only use one website to browse tickets, which is skyscanner.com. All right, stop using Expedia, Orbitz, cheaptickets.com, Travelocity. Just stop wasting your time. Go on Skyscanner because it's going to show you everything you need. It's going to show you every airline or just about every airline. It's going to show you just about every website. Skyscanner is the GOAT of travel websites. And I would never stop using it. And if they were to take away Skyscanner and shut it down, I don't know what I'd do. So this is what Skyscanner looks like. I have the app. So I put for the month of May, flights from Hartford, Connecticut, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Look how cheap these tickets are. $298, $297. And obviously you could play around with dates, but it just gives you an estimate if you want to go for 8 days, 22 days, if you could take that much time off, 11 days. But yeah, I don't think I ever paid more than $350 for a ticket using Skyscanner. So number 3 is knowing exactly when to go. So all the months fluctuate. Sometimes the tickets are $290 this month, and then something's going on the next month and the tickets are $900. Mind you, I would never spend $900 on a ticket. But tickets do get that high, and I've seen it. If you guys remember when Freedom Street was about to go on, those tickets were about $1,200, $1,500 to go to Jamaica.
Me not pay that bill, yeah. So me say, alright, me not pay that bill there. Anyway.
Luckily, I did not pay that much, but those tickets were high. But I'm gonna tell y'all one of the cheapest months to go and one of the most expensive months to go. January. Early January, expensive. Mid-January, it starts getting cheap. So if you're going January, I would say go about January 15th or 18th and so on after all the holiday commotion is over. Everybody's back home, back at work, school's back in session. Perfect time to go. But if you're trying to go January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, it's expensive. But just the traffic in the airport, it's expensive. I'm talking about $900, $1,000, $1,200, $1,300. It's high. February. Early February, cheap. Valentine's Day, expensive. Late February, cheap. But obviously, people want to go out for Valentine's Day. The last two Valentine's Day, I did go to Jamaica about like February 12th, which the tickets weren't bad, but you have to book in advance. I believe I bought my Valentine's Day ticket around, I want to say December or like late November. But Valentine's Day, that's the only, like, especially Valentine's Day weekend, very expensive. Like, it will be cheap on like February 3rd, February 8th. Once it hits like the 11th, up until like the 16th, expensive. And then it goes right back down. March is very cheap to go. I've been in Jamaica the last 5 years in a row, I think, in March. March is very cheap. April is very expensive, which is why I'm not going to Jamaica this month because of how expensive it is. And I didn't go to Jamaica last year in April, nor the year before, nor the year before. I don't think I've ever been to Jamaica in April because of how high the tickets are. And that's for two reasons. Easter, which usually falls in April, and Carnival. And around those times, Easter fluctuates because sometimes it's in March, sometimes it's in the beginning of April. And this year, actually, it's on, I think, the 20th, which is the same week as Carnival. So, everybody's trying to fly in. If it's not for Easter, it's for Carnival or Good Friday. And the tickets are sky high. So, if your birthday's in April, I am sorry. May is very, very cheap. Last year, I went to Jamaica. No, was it last year? In 2023. I forgot when, 25. In 2023, I went to Jamaica 2 times in May. I went on May 3rd, and I flew back again for my friend's baby shower, like May 20th. Very cheap. May is a great month. If your birthday's in May, then God bless you. May is a cheap month to go to Jamaica. June is a good time to go. I've been to Jamaica a couple times for June. It's very cheap because kids are still in school. They usually don't get out of school till like the end of June. So that's a good month too. Prices aren't the same as May, but they're still about $300 range, maybe like $320 or so. At least for me. Depending where you live or what city you're in, it could fluctuate. July is when it starts going. I've been in Jamaica a couple times for the month of July, but that's when the tickets go from this to that, like that. August too. August, oh my gosh, worse than July. I'm looking at August tickets now. They're about $800. And I'm not buying that. Who's paying that? No. August is really expensive. You got Emancipation Day, Independence Day, Best Weekend Ever, Dream Weekend, all the festivities. Everybody wants to be outside. I get it, but it's high. September, cheap. September is a great month to go to Jamaica. October is cheap too. And it's my birth month, so I'm happy that I was born in like a cheap time. November, cheap as well. Things don't start getting pricey again until December. Mid-December. Early December is cheap because I did go to Jamaica 2 times in 1 month again in December 2023. I went on like December 2nd, and then I went again December 29th. And December 29th is actually the day I met my husband, so that was a great day for me. Like, I'm glad I went to Jamaica twice. And I only went twice because it was cheap. Now, December is kind of tricky because early December, cheap. Middle December, expensive. End of December, fairly cheap. Obviously, everybody wants to be there for Christmas. So, anytime between like December 18th straight to the 25th, 26th, high. For the last 3 years, I didn't go for Christmas, but I went for New Year's. So I will fly to Jamaica like on the 27th, the 29th, around those days. Prices, I think my ticket was maybe, again, kind of over my usual budget, but holiday season, I get it. So I think my ticket was about like $400. Actually, no, because when I went that year, I had some travel voucher thing. So I didn't even pay for that. But yeah, tickets in December for New Year's is kind of cheap. So you just have to really play with the dates. It's a hit or miss. Like, either you're going to be paying a pretty penny or you'll be paying a penny. So it all depends. So next is affordable accommodation. So either I'll stay with family, or if I want to get out of town, I'll get an affordable Airbnb. So for me personally, I'd rather book with the same host. I'd rather go somewhere where I know it's convenient, I know it's clean, and I don't have to question it. So like, for example, when I go to Ochi, I always book with the same host. His name is Brian. Very nice. Him and his assistant, I believe Rose or Rosie. Very nice, great, wonderful people. And for me, just the repetition of booking with the same person, it's safe and convenient. And once you build a relationship with your host, you're in good hands. And it's really convenient. I'm always referring my friends and family to places I go because I wouldn't go anywhere that wasn't clean or wasn't safe. But every time I'm in their Airbnb, safe, convenient, wonderful. Outside of Airbnb, resort-wise, Rio would have to be my number one. Rio Mobile was the best hotel I've been to within the last 5 years. Food, wonderful. And my husband's a chef, and for him to say resort food was wonderful, trust me, it was wonderful. So Rio Bay, very affordable, very nice. All the staff members were lovely, nice. I know everybody has their mixed reviews with Rio, but me personally, I never had a bad experience. I always had clean rooms, friendly staff, great drinks. Rio and Ochi is nice too. The only two I never been to was Rio and the Grill, and the new one, Rio and Trelawney, which I want to visit probably this year. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes Rio has deals. They have spring sales, fall sales. Last time I went to Rio, I believe I paid $85 a night. Very affordable. I love Rio. I don't care what nobody say. People be like, it's the bottom of the barrel. I do not care. Rio is affordable because I went to a very, very expensive hotel in Jamaica. I'm not even going to say the name. Very expensive hotel in Jamaica on a day pass, and trust me, food did not even compare to Rio. And it's super expensive. 3 nights you could get at Rio is 1 night there. No. So last but not least is money management, which is very essential. I know this one girl, she told me that she spent 5,000 US in a week. How do you do that? What are you buying? And when I tell people oh, I went to Jamaica for 4 days. Oh, how much you spend? Oh, I spent $250 US. And they're like, how do you do that? And look at me crazy. I'm like, how are you spending $5,000? If I go to Jamaica every month, I'm not blowing money every time I go out there. I don't have any points to prove. I don't have nobody to show off on. I'm just an ordinary person enjoying her trip. I do have a budget, and I'm not going to go over my limit. I'm an impulsive buyer, but I have sense. I am all about budgeting. I'm all about saving money. And Jamaica does have very affordable, fun places to go. They have a lot of lounges, and they're really cheap. Parties for me, personally, I feel like it's cheaper in Jamaica. Entry fee's cheaper, tables cheaper, liquor's cheaper. Up here, I go to a party, a bottle's $100, the entry fee's $30, the table's $40, which is why you don't catch me outside anymore. Plus, I'm kind of over the party scene in general anyways, overall. I'd rather go to a lounge. I like to be in my bed early. I like to be in my bed by 10 o'clock, the latest. 9 o'clock preferably. But just to be out so late, I'm kind of over that phase of my life. And I'd rather just go to a lounge or chill on the beach, and hold a vibe. But yeah, money management is very important because why would you want to blow all your money when you could go back home with money in your pocket to book another trip. So you just have to be reasonable and rational. I have money in my pocket when I go back home. But yeah, that sums it about up. Like I said, I am a travel consultant, so if anybody needs assistance on booking a trip, finding a cheap flight, I'm going to list my info right here, and you could just give me a holler and I'll get you on that plane affordably. Yeah, because we don't buy expensive tickets over here. We just don't. Call me a cheap traveler. I don't care. But yeah, thanks for watching and stay tuned for my next video. I said I was recording the video. You were recording? I never know. Because we would ruin the moment at any moment. I see.
So much, so much, so much things I did not say. I'm from Portmore, that's in JA. We can do it on that beach there.